Welcome to NFL Picks Week 4 with the Goon Squad. It was a pretty good week for all of us, but there's been some shifts in the standings. Icewater takes the first place in the standings with a 44-20 record. He went 13-3 last week. Black Thor had an 11-5 record last week, and he's in second place with Pop. They both have 43-21 records. A message from Pop. Black, he says, do you want to borrow the suspenders?
Claude, we're going to need him after this week.
You got a spanking last week. And I'm bringing up the rear in fourth place. I had a 12-4 record last week with a overall record of 42-22. Ice, since you've taken over first place, man, any words before we start our picks?
No, bro, like I told you, you just have to stay the course. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen. You know what? There ain't no reason for no fanfare. The standards speak for themselves. You know, you get a little comfortable, and all of a sudden you see that car driving by you, like, damn, is that who I think that is? You know, you're like, you just wave and keep running. Yeah, you know, so you stay the course. It's a long season. Who knows what's gonna happen this week or next week? So, hey, I'm just glad to be where I am, and we'll see what happens, bro. That's how you do. Stay the course.
I gotta go to Black. Black, what happened, bro?
Yeah, I went on a little some games I should have went out on. I can't do that anymore according to the season now. So yeah, Ice got one game up on me. I congratulate him. Had a sensational week last week. Pops, I'm never concerned about you. I ain't at some point. You're gonna whiz off. So I don't really enjoy the time from last week. Yeah, we already know you and Puma gonna take a dive at some point.
Oh, here we go. All right, the pick order this week. I go first. Pop, I already have his picks, followed by Black and Icewater. First game on tap is the Thursday night. I might find something else to do on this Thursday night because I do not want to see the slaughter and the hounding of Jason Fields, or Justin Fields, rather. It's Chicago at Washington. I'm going with Washington, even though they had a rough week last week. The quarterback, I think, has been sacked 21 times this season. That's a lot of punishment. Pop is going with Washington. Black, who you got?
Take my shades off for the pick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Washington. Man. Justin Fields did not play that bad last week.
He played a damn good game.
I think that's the best I've ever seen him play. But Washington showed a lot of grit last week, man. A lot of grit the way they played. I think that team is starting to come. I don't think the head coach is going to be the head coach when the season is over. But I'm taking Washington.
All right, Ice, who you got?
Yeah, easy one here. Going with Washington. I mean, poor Justin. No matter what he does, when he says something, it's still coming after him. I think Washington's defense is strong enough that the way the offensive line is not blocking, they'll do enough to win the ball game. So Washington.
All right. Next game on tap is Jacksonville at Buffalo, and Jacksonville has been spending time overseas waiting for Buffalo to come there, but I think Buffalo will have enough to beat Jacksonville, so I'm going with Buffalo. Pop is going with Buffalo. Black, who you got?
This is the type of game Buffalo won't show up. I'm going to pick them anyway, but this is the type of game that Buffalo will get over there, the quarterbacks start acting stupid, and won't show up. But we talked about this last week, man, a little bit. Don't be surprised in a year or two, Jacksonville's home is over there, bro. Anytime they put you over there for 2 weeks, come on, 2 weeks? You got to fly back, stay over there in practice to play again. Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, they're probably enjoying their time over there, too. Fanfare, all that stuff. Ice, who you got?
Yeah, they might try to sneak up Jacksonville up on Buffalo, but I ain't buying it. I ain't buying last week. Tried to tell y'all buying that Miami hype. Tried to tell y'all. Didn't want to listen. Gonna be some trouble. Didn't want to listen. It's all good though. Appreciate that Buffalo. So that's easy, man. Buffalo. Not gonna win the Super Bowl. She's gonna win this game.
All right. Buffalo in a clean sweep. Next game on tap is Houston at Atlanta. Houston had a great game last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Mike Tomlin saying, hey, we got to make some changes. The change is you, bro. The change is you. Even though Atlanta caught an L last week, I'm picking them at home. I think Houston is a good up-and-coming team, but that might be fool's goals against Pittsburgh not last week. Papa's going with Houston, though. Black, who you got?
I'm taking Houston, man. That quarterback is playing, bro. Stroud is That cat, we all knew he was the real deal. But he's exceeding it, bro. He's playing, and that team is basically it's like they're in the new management. That head coach, bro. It's like you've been going to a restaurant for a while. They decide a new owner's coming. They change things up. They have gravitated to his basically his demeanor, his coaching immediately. And these guys are hungry. They want to smack you in the mouth. I'm taking the Texans, bro.
All right. All right. So you got.
Yeah, this is tough because I like the young nucleus and talent of Atlanta, particularly with them at home. But the way that Houston showed up against the Steelers, man, I was like, ooh, you just don't get that off. And then they kept going. They feeling some kind of way. I love the head coach, offensive coordinator starting to get a little gelling with Mr. Stroud a little bit, and the receivers, right? The guys are really gelling and knowing where they need to be, and they're excited to make plays. So I guess Stroud is not as bad as they say, huh? Interesting. I'm going with Houston.
All right. I'm the only one going with Atlanta on that one. Next game on tap is Carolina at Detroit, and they're bringing the little fella back, but I got to go with Detroit at home. Pop is going with Detroit. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pick Carolina again this year. I think I tried it once earlier, man, with Detroit.
All right. All right, so you got.
Yeah, I love Detroit. I've been talking about y'all for a minute, talking about y'all last year. Eddie Kelly, I know you hear me. I'm talking to you, brother. Now all of a sudden you picking Detroit? Really? Where was you at last year? You live in Detroit. It's a damn shame. Anyway, all love though, W brother. I'm still rolling with Detroit. I like what they just mean, they're angry, and that little fella gonna be running for his life. Detroit.
All right. Detroit across the board. This is a tricky game. Tennessee at Indianapolis. And I saw Henry run last week, and I'm like, where have you been all season? But he seems to be running downhill right now. I don't know if there's anybody in Indianapolis that can stop him at this particular point, but I'm going with Tennessee. Papa's going with Indianapolis because of the running back. I guess he's supposed to be coming back this week. Like, who you got?
I'm taking the Colts as well, man. That quarterback, bro, is no joke. I saw what Henry did. I think there was at home for that, but that quarterback, the Colts, they're in every game, man. You're not blowing them out. They're coming back. And that quarterback, he runs a lot, but look at his arm. He could throw better than I thought he could, man. I'm taking the Colts.
All right. All right, so you got.
Colts, okay. Mr. Anthony Richardson and company. So what running back is coming back?
Indianapolis running back.
They got a running back?
The one that was holding out, the one that didn't want to come back, what did he traded? Taylor.
Who's that? Who, Edwin James?
No.
Edwin James.
All right.
Not Hurst either. Not none of those.
Okay.
What was the other
Eric
one?
Dixon coming out retirement?
Dixon not coming back.
He bringing back the goggles.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think Richardson is gonna try to do a lot. He's a great young player, but Tennessee, the way they went after Joe Burrow last week, and I think it's gonna be enough to do that. And if they are able to get Derrick Henry going, just ride the train, brother. Ride the train. So Tennessee.
All right, 2 going for Tennessee, 2 going for Indianapolis. Next game on tap is the New York Giants at Miami. The Giants have like rookie cornerbacks, and they were trying to play zone last week. Miami's going to carve you up in that zone if those cornerbacks can't cover one-on-one. Papa's going with Miami also. Black, who you got?
The best video from last weekend's football game was when the coach of the Giants went over and talked to Danny Dimes and through the tablet. Bro, that you can't get any better than that. But you guys are the idiots that gave him that money.
All that money, yeah.
All that money. You guys are idiots. That's what you know what? Saquon Barkley, I'm going to say it again. I don't care if you don't play until week 14, man. If you come out there, hurt your other ankle, not go out there and play. Let them feel this upstairs. Yeah. Let the mirrors see this. They believe in this kid and no one else does. I don't know why. I don't know what they see and what they think. But the Dolphins, yes, do what you got to do. Put 80 on the Giants. 80. I'll watch that because I haven't watched the Giants in a long time. But if I see you scoring a lot, I'm going to turn it because I want you to put 80 on. 80. Easy. And don't take your feet off the pedal. Break the record this weekend.
Yeah, because I think the particular play you were talking about is that when he threw that pick 6 and he had the tight end wide open behind him, right behind the guy. And he showed him that on the pad and just threw the pad like, what are you thinking? Are you so shell-shocked? You getting sacked all these times. You can't figure out who's open.
You know what he's thinking is we're paying you $47 million. You better see
that. Yeah. Ice, what you got?
Yeah, after last week's performance, Miami needs some healing. And what better way than the New York Giants? You want to get healed up real quick? Call in the Giants. So Tua needs to feel better by themselves. You have been getting Tyreek Hill off a little bit. You need to get them going so they feel a little bit more better about what they're doing. So I know they're trying to get a 60 piece. Probably get it. They might not get 70, but a 60 piece to make them feel good. They need to get back on all cylinders. And this could be, to me, like a glorified practice if they use it properly. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
All right. Miami across the board. Next game on tap. This is kind of a tough one. Not really, though. New Orleans at New England. I'm going with New England at home because Belichick got embarrassed last week. You see his faces on the sideline last week, you know, like rubbing his face down, all that stuff. Papa's going with New England, the home team also. Black, who you got?
Well, I really don't want to take the Saints, but being that their quarterback is playing, they got Kamara back. I'm going to roll with the Saints, man. They can't be this bad to lose to New England, man. Their defense is enough to win this game. Even if they even put the offense on the field, the defense should win this game. I'm taking the Saints.
All right. All right, so you got?
Tough game. Belichick usually try to rebound after bad losses. And the only problem with that is he can't figure out that quarterback situation. And it's killing him. They tried the old Tom Brady thing. They need everything. When I saw Smith-Schuster out there and I had him in fantasy, I cut him after the first week. I was like, hell nah. Hell nah. Hell to the nah. Anyway, so I'm going to go with New Orleans. Even Derek Carr may be struggling a little bit. As long as Jameis not in there. What's that? What's your boy, the tight end that they say he's not going to play quarterback no more? Hill?
Taysom Hill.
Yeah. So, hell, he could be in there and run the Wildcat 35 times. That's all they need. So I'm going to go with the New Orleans.
I wouldn't be surprised. Remember last year when Belichick just ran the ball all game, and I think they won that game? I wouldn't be surprised if they do that in this game. I really wouldn't be surprised. Just ball control, just running the ball. We can't get the first down running the ball, so be it.
I just don't understand with New Orleans, man. All that receiver talent. It makes no sense. Mm-hmm. All that talent, they got receivers. They should be lighting the NFL up, bro. But it's Carr. No one talks about is David Carr. That's what it is, or whatever his name is. Carr, one of the Carr brothers.
Derek Carr, yeah.
Yeah, Derek, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he changed teams, and it's
him.
Similar. Yeah. Next game on tap is Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I'm going with Baltimore. Pop is going with Baltimore. Like I said last week, it's the coaching, and they just don't have any kind of creativity or offense with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's really looking bad. And I'm not sure if the Steelers going to pull a trigger on this, Black, but at some particular point, you got to get past the tough 12 of Tomlin and pull the trigger and get another coach.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, Steelers, you respect them the way they run their franchise, and especially when it comes to coaches, they're stable. But I think Tomlin has basically done enough there for the most part. I've been saying this for the past couple of years. But also, too, man, Kenny Pickett is not their quarterback. Let's just get real. He's not developing. I don't know if you want to bring someone to help, but he's not their quarterback, bro. It sound good. He was over at Pitt. We watched him. All that sound great, but he's not it, man. And it's affecting the defense now. And so the Ravens, you know what? All this receiver power you have, it's still the tight end. It's still the tight end. It's still Lamar running. I'm going to take the Ravens to win this easily. Come on, Lamar. Throw the ball a little better, man. Come on now. Spread it around a little bit. Shoot.
I thought I read, Ice, that Trubisky is going to be playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers also. So what's your pick, man?
Yeah, I think I heard that too. That's why when you talk about certain things, I was like, Pickett's not playing. And I said, who's the backup? Somebody couldn't tell me. Now you just told me. I'm like, ooh-wee. So I love to see Lamar Jackson throw the ball a little bit more, but at least he's running. So if he's running, that's 2 touchdowns, maybe 3. And that's enough. If this game was at night, I'd be a little bit more concerned because, NBC and certain people like to make the Steelers look good at night. But this is 1 o'clock in the day, baby. Marmar is going to be on fire, ready to go. Mark Andrews might catch 9 touchdowns because they're still looking for wide receivers. True story, I did not understand it, but I think Willie Snead is playing for is it the Chiefs or the 49ers? How the hell you do that? Anyway, that's for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, you made a great point with Pittsburgh. When they play in the national televised games, they have a great record. When they play during the day, no. So Baltimore across the board there. Next game on tap. This should be a good one. Philly against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going with Philly, and Pop is going with Philly. Black, who you got?
Yeah, they're not doing it, sensationally, but they're getting the job done. I'm taking Philly. That team, I guess, the coordinators that left took some of that team with them, man. They just don't look the same, but they'll get up for this enough to beat the Rams.
Yeah, because of usually when you make it to the Super Bowl, you get the tougher schedule.
Yeah.
Back and they've had a murderous row of games that they had to play, and they're not like blowing teams away like last year. They're making it happen. Ice, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going Philadelphia, although I think the Rams will keep it very interesting. I like, you said the quarterback finds a ways, and I am amazed by the way that he is utilizing that rookie wide receiver. Yeah. That is amazing. Yeah. I mean, I know they don't have a lot of film on him, but still he has to come out there and catch them balls. And when you know that he's the primary target and he's still catching footballs, that's very impressive. But I still think they're going to take the loss at home. So Philadelphia.
Okay, Philadelphia across the board. Next game on tap, Cincinnati at Arizona. Cincinnati only scored 3 points last week, and the wide receiver is like, I'm always open. He didn't say it exactly that way, but you know what he meant. Arizona's been playing some good ball with Dobbs at quarterback. I'm going with Arizona. Pop is going with Arizona. Black, who you got?
Yeah, it's hard to say this, but I'm taking Arizona too, bro. I watched Cincinnati last week, man. Their season is over. For whatever reason, I guess when he got hurt. And it's funny because Chase set him to sit out the first 2 games. It might have been smart if he'd done so. He kind of set aside. But Cincinnati, they have no identity. They just don't. Just put him back there and try to sling him down the field, and it's not there, bro. So yeah, Arizona, man, especially if they're going out there playing. Oh my goodness, this may not be pretty.
All right, Ice. I think you picked Cincinnati one of the first 4 weeks, and they pulled it out for you. Ready to go for them again?
you would like that, wouldn't you? You would like for me to stand on my own accord and be a lone wolf. You would like that. Since I did that last week and y'all laughed, thought I was crazy when I chose Buffalo over Miami. So I had this opportunity against the rest of you guys chose Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I like Dobbs. I think they're playing. He's doing the best he can do. I don't think the Bengals are that damn bad. They played against some teams that had a little bit of defense. I don't know if Arizona has a defense, and I can't see Joe Burrow just laying down against Arizona. Y'all think that the season may be over? You think they're gonna lay down like that in Arizona? Hell, Joe Mixon can play quarterback and win that damn game. That's what I'm rolling with. Virgil Carter, Ken Anderson, bring somebody back. Y'all play the Bengals like that? Arizona, little dude ain't even on the team. He ain't even healthy. All right, y'all keep on.
Thanks, Ice.
I don't know. You said that last week. You said that last week when Miami got pummeled by Buffalo. So I appreciate you, brother. Keep making them picks.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, so
keep making them picks, bro.
So
wait a minute. You chose Aaron. You went with Puma. I'm telling you again. Now, wait a minute. You see where they got you, and you keep rolling with Puma. You the one talking all that stuff. Keep rolling with him, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, John Connors and Dobbs have been doing it. That's a tandem in Arizona. The 3 of us are going with Arizona. Ice is going with Cincinnati. Next game on tap is the New York Jets at Denver. Got to go with Denver on this one. Pop is going with Denver, the home team. The Jets didn't play that bad. I mean, Zach Wilson played as best as I've seen him play, but crucial mistakes at the end cost him. Black, who you got?
Yeah, you're right. He did play, man. He played best that I haven't seen him play in his life. Yeah, this one here, I'm gonna take the. I'd reluctantly take the Denver Broncos, man. Not with thinking they're gonna edge him out by much, but I'll take the Broncos, man. I just don't trust the Jets, bro. They find a way to beat the Jets at some point during the game. They just do.
Yeah, I kind of, when I was watching the game and Zach was doing so well, I'm like, he's got to throw an interception, fumble, or something. And as soon as I said it, bam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ice, who you got?
So all 3 y'all chose Denver?
Yeah, all 3 of us chose Denver.
Whoa.
Come on, Ice. Come on, baby. It's only week 5. Come on, man.
What week it is, bro? What week it is? Let me see. 425 as well. Denver got blew out by somebody. Who they?
By Miami a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but they won. They beat Chicago.
They beat Chicago. Came back and beat Chicago. Yeah.
You know what? Let's go. I'm going with my boy O-H-I-O. Mr. Wilson. Let's go, Jets. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Yeah,
Let's
man.
go. Let's play.
Look,
That's what I'm
hey,
talking
ladies
about.
and gentlemen, y'all heard it here first. Pay attention.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Take a risk. Take a chance.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Next game on tap is Kansas City at Minnesota. I'm going with Kansas City. Pop is going with Kansas City. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I think Kansas City is a little bored, man. I really do. I think they're a little bored, but they're going to show up for this one. I think Kansas City.
All right. Ice?
I've never known where a singer is more important than the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all killing me, bro. I mean, I'm glad they're together and that's what they want to do, but is she that important? Is she even watch football? She like Philadelphia. She in there like she loved Kansas City. And Mahomes, bro, quit trying to play up and get your boy some love because his girl at the game. Win the games, bro. You killing fantasy points. I'm glad I ain't got you this year because he hurt me. But I think they still gonna win the game. But bro, let's focus on the game. Oh, she's here. Oh my God. Okay, she's here.
Even Kelsey is like, okay, this is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He's saying it, you know.
You know what? I saw an article headline the other day, a black woman mad at Kelsey for dating her. I cracked up because he had a sister right there. I was like, oh.
You know what? We'll say that for when Black Men Talk, your podcast, the response to that. Remind me to respond to that. Next game on tap. This is the barn burner, the Sunday evening game. Dallas at San Francisco. I'm going with the 49ers. Pop is going with the 49ers. Black, who you got?
What?
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, man. 49ers, it's funny because they're quietly doing their thing, bro. Quietly. They're not trying to be like, I'm going to say the Cowboys, make all the noise, be the paper champions. 49ers just kicking ass and moving on, bro. That's all they're doing. They're kicking ass and moving on. I'm going to take the 49ers.
All right. Ice, going against your boys?
Dude, I got fantasy implications here. I got Purdy and I got McCaffrey, and they're
killing. Yeah.
I'm sitting there going like I couldn't, and I didn't even pick the team. It just kind of fell in my lap. I picked up Purdy, but I have McCaffrey given to me. But again, like I said, there's going to be some games. There's going to be a game that Dak Prescott's going to have to show up and play and try to win it. And I don't think he's capable of that. I don't think the team overall is capable. You haven't been using CeeDee Lamb at all. He was like the third leading receiver. A lot of stuff don't make sense. The defense will try to come out after that, but there's so many offensive weapons on that offense for San Francisco, and their defense is lights out. And they're just getting stronger and better and getting healthier. They are a problem, and definitely a problem for Dallas. San Francisco.
All right. Because Parson had a bad wheel last week. I don't know if he recovered from that. I guess an ankle injury or something like that. I don't even know why they kept him in the game.
You better hurry up.
Yeah.
Who had a bad week? Bad ankle? Bad wheel, he said?
Yeah, he had a bad ankle, and they kept putting him in the game. And I'm like, you don't need him.
Who's this?
Parsons, I think the defense
player
for Dallas.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with Pop. I'm like, why are they keeping him in the game? Because they need him for the next week.
Because of the Cowboys, baby. That's what I'm saying. They don't want that flash. You beating your pants off of them.
Yeah, you don't need him in their defense.
Yeah, they're college. They gotta run up the points.
Maybe they try to save him for the playoffs, so they just tell you if you get hurt now, you ain't got to play next week.
I don't know. The last game on tap is Green Bay at Las Vegas. I'm going with Green Bay. Pop is going with Green Bay also. Black, who you got?
Wow. Yeah, Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay.
Ice?
I wonder if Garoppolo's going to be back.
No. Nope. He's playing this court. I've seen guys have been concussion come back in 5 days. Garoppolo play this concussion. You don't want to play. 2 weeks out of a row. What type of thing? You don't want to play. He's still in protocol.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem because they need somebody to get the ball to Devontae Adams, and not going to happen. So, Green Bay.
All right, folks, those are our picks. Check us out on our Facebook page, the First 40 Sports Show, and you'll see our picks and our results. We will see you next week. Take care.